Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. And oh my gosh, am I so glad to be back. I haven't posted for 2 weeks, which is very unusual for me. Sorry for the gap, but I actually tore a ligament in my right knee and it laid me up, and lots of pain, and lots of pain equals no coloring. Only because there was just no, when you're hurting like crazy, it's hard to color. So that's what happened. Anyway, I am back. I'm continuing with this. We really don't have too much more to go. This is out of Johanna Basford Magical Jungle. And of course, you guys are pretty familiar with it. So what I'm doing is the hoop in gold and silver, and then doing the floral and the butterflies in different colors. So let's pick up. Let's get this little puppy going. I'm so glad to be back, I will tell you. All right. So the first thing I wanted to tell you is this rose, and that rose, which you already know, I stenciled in. And then I completed the stencil with my ink pen. And then I went ahead and colored that. So I'm going to color color a few more of these flowers, and then we'll be in really good shape. I have so missed you guys. You have no idea. Awful, I'll tell you. Okay. So let me look for a robust red. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. A Zenicolor Vermilion, color CP066. And as I've told you guys before, I sort my pencil by color and not by brand. So I pulled them based on the color I want and not what the brand is. Let me work on getting that shadow out. And let's get coloring. Oh, I'm so glad to be back. And I want to go ahead and get my base color down. And if you feel so inclined, go ahead and start to darken some of those areas that you think would look particularly pretty. Oh, excuse me, sorry. And I'm just going to go ahead and finger blend that. That's fine. All right. And you know me, I'm always telling you to come in light first and then go ahead and add your accents later on. Oh. I hope everybody's been doing great. I particularly appreciate those of you who got in touch with me when I wasn't broadcasting to find out if everything was okay, because quite frankly, no, it wasn't. Okay, so I'm highlighting on the lines and then bringing my shading into the center. Beautiful. Roses are just so pretty. And again, guys, keep in mind this one was stenciled in. There we go. And just a little bit of blend with the finger. There we go. Okay. And let me pull out and show you now. Pretty, isn't it? So the main purpose, guys, of this coloring here, excuse my arm, is to show you some of these florals and flowers. And color a couple of butterflies. Excuse me. This color is a master color number 319. Doesn't give me a color name, unfortunately. And in doing this coloring, I really want you to get a sense now of how these florals are going to look with the gold and silver. That's the biggie thing. Okay, so now I've got my Shuttle Art Sign Blue 088, which is my darker blue. And I'm going to go ahead and start pulling in this. And let me pull you in just a little further here. And it's going to look a little wonky and rough close up, but boy, you look at that at normal view and it's looking pretty cool. Okay. And let me pull you out so you can see everything. Look how gorgeous, guys, that's starting to look. And the finished piece, guys, will be posted in Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick on my Facebook. And I can't say this enough, but I do live coloring there when I'm just picking up. For example, when I'm finishing off a piece like this one, I'll take this, you know, I'm not going to do the whole thing on the video because I don't want to bore you to death, but I'll take something like this and then finish it in my live coloring on Facebook, and we have had so much fun because people come in, ask questions, just neat stuff. Okay. I was just swatching a couple colors just to decide on some things and see what would work. Excuse me, didn't mean to cough there. Okay. Oh, so yeah, leg is doing better. But oh my gosh, the pain, just awful. And because of the restrictions on any pain pills, I could only get so many. And that was an issue. So unfortunately, I was up at night in pain, you know, not sleeping 100%. So sometimes I'd have to knock myself out with melatonin. But then I'd have a hard time waking up the next morning. So it's been a tough 2 weeks. But hey, I've got a roof over my head, food in my stomach, warm bed, good shape. So no complaints. All right. So now what I want to do is just start filling in these colors. Okay. So now I'm going to take a little blue. And bring that out just a little bit. Okay, now, if you want to, you can go ahead and take your blender pencil and just barely hit just the edge. Don't take your blue down any further, okay? Just to soften up that edge just a little bit. Oops, looks like I missed one there. I think I'm not going to worry about that one. See this extra leaf? Let's see. There, yeah, I'm just doing it in between here. Okay, we're good. Okay, now, let's go ahead and just put a little tint of blue on the edge. Yeah. And if you want to darken up these little crevices just a little bit more, that's fine too. Just give you a little more dimension. Yeah. And let's go ahead and pop in my purple here. And let's see here. Okay, good. Excuse me a moment while I sharpen. And don't forget, guys, if you have problems sharpening with one sharpener, go over to another. That's why I have multiple brands. It could be something with the pencil. But more often than not, I found out by just switching sharpener, it worked out really well. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got so far. Pretty. Okay, so let me color. Okay, you know I drew in this flower here. I still have all these to color yet. Got some leaves to do. And again, guys, you know, I would really encourage you, go to my Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick on Facebook, and you'll either see me live coloring this when it's done, and you can ask me questions, or you'll see it in video. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and color this one flower that I added. And if you've been following my videos, this is the area where I painted over the lines from Johanna Basford, so I could go ahead and make these florals dimensional on top of the ring. And you wouldn't even know it. And again, I'll show you that ink real quick. Winsor & Newton ink. You just dab over the little bit of line that you want to get rid of, let it dry, it absorbs into the paper, which makes it really great, doesn't leave a ridge, and you're good to go. And because it absorbs so well into the paper, this is why you can color over it, which is what I'm doing right now. You can see how beautifully this is coming. Okay guys, I'll get there. One of my pencils is giving me a little trouble here. There we go. Okay, so I'm working in pinks and reds now at the moment. And I'm going to take my red, which is my Color Vermilion 066, and I'm going to go ahead and just start blushing the edge of this flower with the red. And notice how I'm curving the red. Would help if I stayed in camera. To the tip of the leaf. And I'm going to use blender pencil. Because I do want to smooth that out. Oh man, that looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and give this tip a little bit of extra red. Okay, cool. Beautiful. So basically darker color to the outside, okay? What do I say? Take it easy. Don't jam your pencil into the paper. And just a little kiss of blender pencil, just to smooth that puppy out. There we go. All right. And as I've said before, time and time again, flowers are very forgiving. So I don't want you to be fussing over them. Oh, that looks so pretty, guys. All right, so let me pull out. You know, I pull out when I usually finish part of something. Yeah. And you know me, I'll be fussing with it. All right. Okay, now I've gotten a very pale pink, which is a master color 707. And I'm just going to add a tint of pink to this portion. And yes, for visual interest, I'm going a little lighter to the outside than I am the middle. All right, and then I'm going to take my pink This is optional. If you don't want to do it on yours, that's fine. Oh man, that is so pretty. Okay, let me pull you out so you can see. Getting a good dew on this one, guys. And if you want, you can take a little red and shade around the edges some more, up to you. I've shown you how to do that. Okay, so let me pop over to this flower here. I'm going to go back with my narrow pen, which is my 0.28 millimeter. And I'm going to go ahead and put in a little bit more on the petal design. Again, totally optional for you if you want to do that or not. All right. So I'm going to color this flower. I'm going to color a couple butterflies, maybe a couple of the hearts, just to show you the fun stuff to do with that. And then you can see me complete it on my Facebook, because I'll go right to live after I'm done broadcasting here. All right. So and I'll say it again, guys, you have no idea how glad I am to be back here. I have so missed coloring for you. So I've got a very bright yellow. And the reason for that is there's so much brown and gold, you don't want to confuse this flower with what's going on here. And also, when you draw on your flowers like I just did, be sure your ink is dry before you go to color it. Otherwise you'll get some black smearing, which I am, just a little bit. I made a boo-boo. And again, guys, I'm coloring over this flower that I whited out Johanna Basford's lines and put on top of this ring. And it came out beautifully. Okay. Alrighty. Let me sharpen my pencil. I'm gonna pop some orange in there. And I'm darkening that orange at the very center, okay? Now, at this point, you can either blend it out if you want, or basically just leave this orange. I'm gonna kind of go in between here. You know, I could take this orange all the way out, but I like how it's just kind of getting lighter and lighter as I go out. See that? And of course, follow the curve of the petal. Yeah, just like that is fine. And I'm going to go ahead and take my black ink pen. And color in, bring in these little dots. And of course, when you're doing a bunch like this, you don't color them in all the way. You want to have a little separation between them. Otherwise, you just have one black mess. And I don't know what this little oval is, so I'm just going to go ahead and color that in as well. Something wonky. Okay, let me pull you out again. We're going to do a couple butterflies, and then I'm out of your hair. And you can see how pretty this is starting to look with these flowers. So we've got flowers here and here, some leaves, which I'll do in green. Here, let me do this real quick. No, not gonna do that. Too light. Too light. Too light. Okay, couldn't find the right green. All right. So the last element, guys, that I'm going to show you is one of the hearts and one of the butterflies. And the reason I switch over to a blender pencil instead of blending with my colored pencil is because then what I'm coloring gets too dark. So that's why. And I'm going to go ahead now and use the trick of outlining this with a very dark purple to give it a dimensional effect. And we've got ourselves a nice little floating heart there. Isn't that cute? Let's see if I can get in. Yeah, see that little white area on there? Right in there. That gives it that pop. And then darker and darker towards the edge. Okay? All right. And I'll probably do all the hearts in red just because. All right, so let's think about the butterflies for a minute. Don't know what I want to do those yet. Think about that a moment. And let me pull out just so that you can see that effect. And then I'm looking for a very dark blue. Let's see what I can find here. Look how stinking cute that is, guys. Isn't that cute? And see how that's starting to look dimensional because I'm putting that teeny tiny dark line around the outside. And then I'll blend it into the center. Okay, so let me pull out and show you how that's looking. Now imagine that all the way through the hearts and the butterflies, which I haven't decided yet if I'm going to make them all blue, bluish green, different colors. I'm kind of thinking shades of blue and bluish green because I've got different colors on the flowers. So we do want to balance that out a little bit. I need to do one more thing for you though. Excuse me while I reach in front of you. Okay, so this was bugging me with the rose. So let me go ahead and finish that leaf for you. Okay, so this is part of it here. That was really bugging me that I hadn't done those leaves for you. And notice, guys, I'm just using one pencil, okay? And then I'm just curving out a dark line, a darker line, see? I don't know if this is part of it or not. Doggone it. I don't know, I'm just afraid if I add that as a leaf, it's going to look lopsided. Okay. Oh, guys, I'm so happy with this. All right, let me pull out. I've done every single element on here. Oh, except the frog. Gotta do the frog. I'll do him in like a neon type green, a bright green. I think it's looking good. You've got the gold and the silver. We'll have the flowers busting out all over. Have the butterflies and the hearts popping through here, which again I'm going to do in shades of blue. That way the colors aren't yanking your eyes around too much. But I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. And again, my apologies for being gone these 2 weeks. Obviously it wasn't my fault, but killed me. I hated that. All right, so if you want to see the finished piece, you need to get on Facebook with me and look for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. And like I said, there are times that I do actual live colorings. I'm doing it like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I start about 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I just do various things and I teach stuff, and when people come in we talk and I answer questions, and it's a really neat exchange. It's not so much the what I'm coloring, it's how I'm coloring that should interest you. And what I'll do is after I post this video, I'll go ahead and go live with this into my Facebook group and just color that to finish it up, and people can come in and we'll talk about it and answer questions and that sort of thing. So, all right, guys, this is ILene Vick for Adult Coloring with ILene Vick, and I am just absolutely delighted to be back. I'm delighted that you could join me. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for people getting in touch with me when I wasn't showing up. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, take care. Until next time. Bye.